Issues of violence are prevalent everywhere, including work, marketplaces, churches, and homes. This goes beyond physical assault, as gender-based violence, like other forms of violence, comes in other formats. The World Health Organization data indicates that 35% of people mostly affected by gender-based violence are women, while emerging record shows that men are also victims. Hence the need to find lasting solution to this surging issue. Stakeholders across Kogi State on Saturday gathered under the umbrella of the All Progressives Congress Professional Women Council to advocate strongly for policies that will protect all gender, particularly women and children, against all forms of violence, as they all agreed that the height of gender-based violence in recent post-COVID-19 era is alarming and requires a comprehensive multi-sectoral approach to resolve. Speaking at a media parley in Lokoja, the state coordinator, APC Professional Women Council, Hajia Rekia Onaibu Sani, said, beyond politics, the council have decided to make inroads into deliberating on issues that concern advocacy against violence against women and girl child in the society.
So this year's theme, it talks about how to invest, mitigating the impacts, and then addressing violence that are centered towards women and girls. Why is it important? Statistically, the World Health Organization has released that 35% of all violences in terms of gender affect women. That is why we say that if you look at every 3 women that are seated here, one way or the other, one person in a way has experienced gender-based violence. It can occur in the form of your neighbor, it occurs in your place of work, it occurs in the church, it occurs in every way. Gender-based violence is not all about somebody physically assaulting the other person. It talks about a whole lot of factors. It might be in work, it might be at work, it might be even in in the political environment where people believe that certain positions must be for the other gender. And that is why women are rising to also talk about these issues. And this year is not, the gender-based violence is not all about women, but then this year's team talk about women and girls.
The Kogi State Commissioner for Women Affairs, Hajia Fatima Buba, said the ministry has a mandate to coordinate and take certain steps against GBV in the state, in collaboration with other stakeholders and agencies, adding that efforts are made by the ministry towards enhancing gender-responsive budgeting.
Ministry of Women Affairs has the mandate to facilitate and coordinate GBV programs in the state in the areas of sensitization, capacity building of stakeholders, providing economic empowerment to women and people with disabilities, to reduce domestic violence against women, and to empower the survivors of sexual gender-based violence.
It was a news feed or an item that was making the rounds in the news feed, was it a few months ago, where in Lagos State they reported that over 300 men reported that their wives are beating them. And you can see that there is a change in narrative. Men are now speaking out. We have a lot of men that are being battered, molested by their wives, most especially psychological violence, but because of the patriarchal nature of our society, we just feel that why should I talk? I should man up, I'm a man and stuff like that. But this is a fight for all, and we believe that as we speak out, as we keep reporting, we'll find a solution to it. But there is a need for us to know that it comes in other subtle forms too, so that when we hear those things, we shouldn't shy away from them. A lot of persons, when they go on to report gender-based violence, some persons will not say, did he rape you? Did he do this? Maybe a woman will say, okay, or a small child will say, this one will spank my bum bum. It's sexual-based violence, but some people now say, did he rape you? We don't need to allow you to get to that extent before we act. We can actually stem the tide.